Welcome to Matushri Virbaima Mahila Science and Home Science College, Rajkot. Alarm to all my students. I am Jatin Upadhyay, Associate Professor in Chemistry subject. In this first episode, we will have an overview of the syllabus structure regarding third year BSc Chemistry paper 502, that is organic chemistry and structural chemistry means spectroscopy. Okay. The paper 502 is related to organic chemistry and spectroscopy. This paper 502 is having 5 units. Unit 1 is completely related to organic chemistry. Unit 2 is also completely related to organic chemistry, and Unit 3, first chapter is related to organic chemistry, and second chapter, another chapter, ultraviolet and visible spectroscopy, that is related to spectroscopy. Means this initial starting remaining portion will be taught by our learned teacher Srimati Nitaben Parmar. And this remaining portion from Unit 3, Chapter 2, that is ultraviolet and visible spectroscopy, then Unit 4, molecular symmetry, and last Unit 5, that is infrared spectroscopy. This remaining half portion will be taught by me. Okay. We will learn these all units in the next episodes one by one. In this episode, let us go through a bird view of each chapters we will learn. Let us start with Unit 3, Chapter 2, UV and Visible Spectroscopy. The chapter is having recent and advanced phenomena of physico-analytical chemistry, and it is useful in organic structural determination. We shall start from the basic details, which includes the definition of spectroscopy, introduction to electromagnetic radiation, energy distributed in the molecule, then different terms like wavelength, wave numbers, frequency, energy. We will learn this as a repetition. Then Lambert-Beer's law, then principle of UV visible spectroscopy, then Frank-Condon principle, then we will see different electronic transitions, then different shifts and effects, then chromophoric and oxochromic groups, and different applications of UV visible spectroscopy. At the end of this chapter, we will try to solve the examples or problems based on UV visible spectroscopy with the help of Woodward-Fisher's law. We will calculate lambda maximum of unknown compounds with the help of Woodward-Fisher's rules. Okay, this is what about Unit 3, Chapter 2. Now, Unit 4. That is molecular symmetry. This chapter is very important in future for MSc study, particularly in group theory. This subject is very important to find and trace out the active functional groups in active drug molecules. Okay. This unit 4 consists of very long and large subjects, molecular symmetry. But equally it is very interesting. We will have the introduction and importance of molecular symmetry, then symmetry elements. Which are symmetry elements? Say identity, rotational axis, symmetry planes, and point of inversion. These are symmetry elements, and we will study symmetry operations. Which are symmetry operations? That is rotation, reflection, and inversion in details and with subclassifications. Further, we will learn the different symmetry point groups like C1, CS, CI, CN, CNV, DN, DNH, DND, CV, D infinitive H, TD and OH. TD and OH means tetrahedral and octahedral respectively, etc. And after this detailed study of all subtopics, at last we will learn to construct the multiplication tables for 3-point groups, namely C2V, C3V and C2H point groups, which are in our syllabus. Okay. Then the last unit is having only one chapter, infrared spectroscopy. It also contains a very big chapter and it's with its examples and solutions. I will tell you the importance at last. Before I say anything, we will discuss this unit. Okay. The chapter includes the introduction, then principle in 3 parts. Part 1, rotational spectroscopy, Laporte rules and equations for energy changes. Part 2, that is vibrational spectroscopy principle, Laporte rules and equations for energy changes. And last part 3, principle of part 3 of principle is energy changes during rotational vibrational spectroscopy and their equations. Then we will learn modes of fundamental vibrations. Then we will derive the equations for P, Q and R branches. Then IR spectra of inorganic molecules like water and carbon dioxide, that is H2O and CO2. Then we will learn vibrational coupling, overtone and Fermi resonance by taking the example of inorganic molecule sulfur dioxide, means that is a spectrum of SO2. Then fingerprint region. Then applications of IR spectroscopy. Study of tautomerism by IR spectroscopy. Study of hydrogen bonding in the molecule by IR spectroscopy. And factors affecting the absorption IR peak of carbonyl group. What What are the factors? These are electronegativity, conjugation, resonance, ring size, and steric hindrance. And then at last, we will try to calculate the sums, examples, or problems. Now, students, let me tell you something out of the way, that we will solve examples using IR spectral data. These data are available in the last pages, on the last pages of any question papers of paper 502. Or you can take this spectral data even in exam, as you people are taking logarithm book in the exams. Okay. Now let me tell you the importance of these examples. The technique to solve these examples and sums will be useful for you in semester 6 also. In semester 6, there is a paper 602. In that paper, particular unit is there, whole unit is there, and the name of unit is the problems based on UV, IR, and NMR spectroscopy. That time, if you have learnt here properly, then it will be easy to calculate the examples even in semester 6. No any other topics are repeated like this. Particularly, no theory portion, but examples are that much important. Well, moreover, this technique to calculate these examples is more important because you people learn from me will be useful for you in MSc level study also. Even if you do PhD in future, then also you will be able to interpret your newly synthesized compounds by taking their IR spectrum. Okay. So my students, we will meet very soon and start the chapters one by one in next episodes. Thank you. Thank you all.